Testing 1, 2, 3, guys. Testing 1, 2, 3. What's up, Goss? Testing, guys. Yo, what's up? Welcome to Vencabot. This is Echo Action. My name is David, guys. This is a game that, you know, my friend Vince, aka Monoxide, aka Snooze, aka D-Nature, aka Garbage Uncle Style, has been suggesting to me for years now. He bought the game for me a couple years back, and I've been really lollygagging on playing it. We're going to finally play it through here, guys. Before we get started, I want to watch the trailer together on stream, because I watched this trailer last night to get kind of excited for the game, and I was quite shocked by how well directed it is. I hope you guys feel the same way about it. What's up, Goss? I already said what's up, Goss. Definitely buying MVC2, says Ace, huh? Is it still just whispers, or have they announced platforms yet? It's still just whispers, Ace. It's still just whispers. If any of you guys, if any of you guys buy a Digital Eclipse game, I'm never going to skip you.
Can you see any structures on the planet?
It's all
It's a sci-fi
one big
game.
structure. Planet-wide, all the way to the core.
Don't buy Digital Eclipse games. Good macho.
I'll be damned. Are you getting all this?
I'm with you.
Yo, what the fuck? The whole planet's is one big hotel lobby.
It seems familiar, somehow.
Maybe it is, Rick. Maybe it's the big twist in the end. That's an actual Echo spiritual sequel. Because Echo was about aliens too, right? A little bit of schmutz there.
What is this?
That's you, N.
They're everywhere.
Oh shit! Get fucking beetle back to the fucking glass bottle, though.
They do what I do. They learn from me.
Yo, Dig Dug Reanimator? Play this game first. Don't play Dig Dug.
Foster is dead. He died more than a century ago.
I can bring him back.
You got laser light shows? I'm done for laser light shows.
Foster? Are you doing this?
Why got the wavy hair, girl? What's up with that? You're freaking me out, that wavy hair. I'm pumped. This shit is Inception LSD, you think so, Rick? I hope you're right. This game's kind of cool for Animator, I agree. It's a gift from my friend Vince. I can't play stealth games if my life depends on it, says Goss. The only ones I played through was the MGS series. Well, you played, you know, probably the quintessential franchise then, right? If you played MGS, I'd say you've played stealth. All right, let's play this game. I tested it earlier. I didn't get into game, but I went through the settings and stuff. Made sure the controller would work and everything. It's by Ultra, a developer that no longer exists. I guess this game must have been pretty high budget. It didn't really do that well for them, I guess, and they went out of business. Rest in peace, happens all the time. This is the UI, guys. I let it sit here. My first time I played, you know, the first time I tested the game, I let it sit here for like 3 minutes. And I was like, is it ever going to finish loading? And then I found out you have to use the left stick to make the eye look around at the menu. It's kind of weird. It's kind of fun. So let's, yeah, settings, audio, video. You know, I realized I didn't actually mess with the audio video settings at all. Let's go check this here. That's really high res. I don't know if it needs to be that high res. I mean, I don't see why it shouldn't be, I suppose. Shadow quality, okay, everything's all, oh, ultra, ooh, yeah. Downsample on motion, don't do that. Gameless speech in English, subtitles, and turn them on. Interface in English, sure. Master volumes, all seems fine.
I suppose you had a long time to mull.
It's kind of nice, Rick. Your graphic design, you would know, I guess. If you don't mind, what are your PC specs? I don't know, Mr. Billford, I don't know.
Nothing.
Shut up, lady. No one's listening to you, girl. Yeah, my PC has a GTX 1080, the non-TI version, just a regular 1080. It's got a Ryzen something or other. It's got some amount of RAM in there, I think. I have to assume. That's all I know about it. It's pretty decent, though. It's a pretty decent machine. So, golf like siphon filter, huh? Let's see. Let's go back. Okay, so things changing the graphics. I was like, why'd it go black? Resynchronizing. Oh no. It didn't work. Oh no. Have to hard reset now? Alt tab, alt tab, alt tab. Okay, we're in there. Okay, let's see here. Echo. Try again. There's a problem. I think it's a problem with the Elgato. Sometimes games don't want to synchronize right. But what I can use if I alt tab with the right rhythm, I can make it work. I hit with the Fonzie. I hit with the Fonz. Ready for the Fonz? There you go. Alt tab, alt tab, alt tab. Come on, big money. Big money. Not quite. Try it again. Almost got it. Almost got it. Hang on. Are we in there? Might be it. Damn. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. Okay. No good. Okay, let's see here. Yeah? Yes? Ah, the funds, dude. The fucking fun. Hey! Okay. So we got it working. Let's get into the game now. I got settings, unlocks, that's fine. Let's go here to the actual game and play it. You only peek at my settings, make sure it's saved my settings from last time. Settings, please. Hard mode. HUD sphere. I don't know, looks like fucking like ass. Maybe the UI doesn't scale right? I hope the game doesn't look this bad normally. Controller settings, make sure all my stuff is the same as it was. Okay, WSD, spacebar. Oh, it strikes me. You know what the problem is? The resolution. I could probably change it back to 1080p if I wanted to not have this problem with like having to fonz it. I want to fonz it. Let's see here. So I've got no, I want my controller to be my gamepad. My PC build is based off of the movie Lucy with Scarlett Jo. I don't remember that movie at all, dude. Not ringing a bell. Area scan is left. So this is my adjusted controls before the stream started. Scan up is like shout. Okay, I should be fine. Let's get it in. Hopefully the actual game graphics aren't all fucking alias like that. Saving. Oh, I might have tiny subtitles too, I realize, because of my huge resolution. I set it to super scaling, Vince. The flesh and the soul shall never shall enter the palace through separate doors. Only the strong of mind and body will again reunite as whole.
All our songs were about
That subtitles seem fine.
a magical place of life without end. A palace of untold wonders. But only for the worthy. So our lives were desperately dedicated to qualify. Pinpoint perspective on the great reward. Only I never wanted
So trying to find the promised land. He says, I love Lucy, huh? Like that one show.
So when I ran, I knew it meant never stopping to catch my breath. If I wanted to live.
Good voice acting, damn.
And so it was. Yet here I am.
Born to be kings.
The place I spent my whole life escaping.
Welcome aboard, Garth. Okay, she's got the big goofy teeth. I respect that. I also have big goofy teeth. My brother, you should be a voice actor, huh? You could bring characters to life. You think so, Garth?
Of course you do.
Like Dr. Frankenstein?
Your wound has healed.
Because that'd be sick.
The pain is from the stasis and will pass within a week. The nausea will linger, probably intensify when you start to realize that more than 100 years have passed. Everything you knew is gone.
Aw, man, what a
This
drag.
is not another one of your running away from home excursions. Your grandfather won't send someone to pick you up this time.
I should be listening to this, huh?
That's all gone now.
So you decided not to like me. But you've had a century to plan what to say, and that's it? How about you screwed up the best deal we ever had, or you come waltzing in here giving orders, or even Foster died because of you, you stupid bitch.
Oh my god, dude. Language, girl, jeez.
I don't like me much either.
Don't be depressed, whatever your name is.
But I can fix this.
So she's been asleep for 100
I
years.
can bring him back.
Dude, she ain't fucking around. Dude, if I wake up after sleeping for like 7 hours, I'm like, oh, oh. They're supposed to have like a voice here. Loss of motor skills is common even for experienced long haulers, which I suspect you are not. Suppose you've had a long time to mull things over. Nothing I can say will change your mind. I feel like there's supposed to be audio here, huh? Like there's no sound. Do you guys think there should be sound here? I bet there should be. The wave only guy. So here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to lower the resolution to 1080p. Oh, this has sound, so it's not an issue, my problem. Oh, PC gaming, you so silly. Let's catch up with the chat here. When you realize that Stranding Director's Cut is only on PS5, oh no, Shiva Jones. What's going to be changed in the Director's Cut, Shiva Jones? Let's see here. Restart? Well, we could try that. Go back to the checkpoint? Sure. Okay, it's still muted. I think you might be right on a guy. I love playing on PC, and I always advocate for PC over console until I play any PC game. I'm like, fuck! I want this shit just work. Okay, so I guess I'm going to lower the resolution. That can cause issues in some games. Let's go to settings. Audio video, sure. Resolution, 1080p. Apply. Thank you very much. More BBs. More BBs. Okay, so now we got the resolution lowered to a more natural resolution. As unfortunate as it is, I have to say. Okay. That's fine. Backspace out of here. Because I love the restart, that's fine. Restart the level, sure. If I have to reload the whole game, I guess. Hope for the best. Okay. Amazing. So I also did some micro stuttering there. That's something I can fix with like going to full screen, like actual full screen, or nah? No, that's probably like windowed full. No, it's definitely full screen, right? Or it wouldn't cause that issue where it's I have to Fonzie it. Let's quit to the main menu and turn the game off and turn it back on again. Main menu, please. Audio be working, dog. That shit be working. Exit to desktop, yes. Okay, let's go back here and try it again. If at first you don't succeed. I see that they have made like there's a new Aaliyah album coming out, and they have like an anime video to promote it. They have like an anime commercial. That's pretty weird. Alright, let's see if it saved my game at all. If I have to restart that whole cutscene again. Echo, echo, echo. Not a great first impression. Yeah, I like the dialogue though. Load game, sure. Awakening. Please work. Please fucking work. Oh no. Can I skip this? It says escape, it's skip.
I don't know how you hope to achieve that, little miss, but I suggest you start your efforts by laying back down. Loss of motor skills is common even for experienced long haulers, which I suspect you are not.
Okay. So it's running at a crispy 30.
Nothing I can say will change your mind.
Not my favorite. Let's go to settings. Let's go turn off. Let me go to I should install before the stream, guys. I apologize. Let's see here. Turn off VSync, so I can see what kind of frames we're actually getting. Okay. I have to restart the level to change my VSync?
I don't know how you hope to achieve that, little miss, but I suggest you start your efforts by laying back down.
Okay, we're looking at
Loss
around...
of motor skills is common even for experienced long haulers.
Yeah, very inconsistent frame rate.
I suppose you had a long time.
Not quite 60. I had to change a couple things here. Let's go to my settings again. Audio vid is... I'm sorry, Dano. The game just started, dude. I have no idea if it's scary. I think it's going to be kind of scary, though. Like, maybe a little bit scary. Let's see here. Texture quality ultra. Effects quality ultra. Why don't we turn this shit from ultra down to high? This shit from ultra down to high. High. Let's try this. Restart level.
I suppose you...
But why, though? Why restart the whole level, though?
I don't know how you hope to achieve that, little miss, but I suggest you start your efforts by laying back down.
Why is the frame rate capping at
Loss of
60
motor skills is common even for
when I have
experienced long
VSync turned
haulers,
off?
which I suspect you are not.
Okay. So if I go to fix the VSync on now, is that gonna stay at 60 or is it gonna lock down to 30 again? Maybe at 30 as high as it goes.
A long time to mull things.
What? VSync on. This time it's not gonna ask me to restart the level?
I suppose you had a long time to mull things over.
Okay, so it's locked at 60 now. That's what I like.
Change your mind.
Okay, so we're playing the game now finally. Thanks for your patience, guys. That's just PC gaming in a nutshell. Nice looking graphics. Game from 2017, guys. The game is, what, 5 years old now? Can I run? Not yet, huh? She's very physically weak. That's what the robot told me, right? So all we know so far is that something happened 100 years ago where this chick fucked everything up. And now we're in this weird, you know, Dead Space looking type place. I like my little dress, though. I like the big poofy shoulders. Nothing wrong with that. New devices that make traversal and delivering easier early in the game. New MGS-inspired story missions. Boss encounters select. New weapons and gun range mode like RE4. Racing minigame. Sounds pretty cool. Fortunately, it's only on PS5. No PC. How that matters for me. I think I need a better PC to play some more modern games. Alright. Shit looks quite nice graphically. Like the sound design too. Very atmospheric. Guess I'm gonna go this way. Wouldn't mind being able to run.
So where is he?
He? Oh, you mean the cube? Yes, I had a very good look at that while you were asleep. I think you're in for a disappointment. Nothing suggests any sentience. No interface to access the thing, nor any reason to do so. There's nothing in there. It's just a pretty cube.
If we knew how to operate it, we wouldn't have had to come here. This is how I see it. You don't answer to my orders, and yet you took us this far, so clearly I'm not the only one hoping that I can achieve something. I can work with that.
Not hope. Respect. For Foster. God knows why, but he wanted me here. The stupid lighter proves it.
Sorry,
I
guys.
suspect staying wasn't even an option, considering how you stumbled on board covered in blood, demanding departure a week ahead of schedule.
Yeah. Respect.
Don't be like me, guys. Make sure you guys listen to all the dialogue.
That'll work too.
So I don't have to go either way, I guess. And it probably all goes in a big circle anyway. I'm surprised you can't just run everything on Ultra. Huh? I think I had pretty much had it pretty high back when I played this on a 6600K plus 970. That's life, Vince. Yeah, I could play it at Ultra if I wanted in 30 frames. It seemed pretty stable at 30 frames. Speaking of stable, oh, the 60 frames? No micro stutter anymore. Oh, so buttery. Oh, but yeah. It looks pretty good at high. I have the texture quality at Ultra because I like textures. They're like, dude, just go where you're supposed to go. Just fucking obey. But dude, just give me a cutscene then. Okay? If you're gonna let me wander around, I want to wander around and play the game. I want to find stuff. I want to do something. Bro, you can't run. I know. It's kind of a pain in the ass. Like, why don't I just have this be a cutscene then? Because it's more immersive this way, dude. It's more immersive. You gotta play through it. You gotta walk around mad slow. Because now the control's in your hands. It's like you actually are really weak. Hey there, bud. How sick would it be if it was a McDonald's play place back there? I would fucking flip. Like, we know from the trailer that the entire planet below us is one big hotel lobby. What if it was one big McDonald's play place? Making you walk is kind of whack, but I don't think that it doesn't put me in a cutscene. But I like it doesn't put me in a cutscene, says Vince. I don't mind walking. I kind of wish, again, there's something to do aside from just go to place. Like, I guess I have a pet peeve on any game is like, just go here. And I'm like, can I don't know, have any decision making at all? Like, I guess to me, when I play a game, I want to make decisions at all times. Even if they're small decisions. And if a game just wants me to just go here, then just make a cutscene. I don't mind putting the controller down and watching a little movie play. That's cool to me a lot of the time. But like right now, they want me to go there, obviously. But I'm curious what's over there. And I could go over there. The game will let me go over there. And I want to go see what's over there. But again, because I can't like run or sprint, I kind of have to just do this. But, you know, I want to see what's over here. Did you search for baseball cards? I'm trying to, Dan. That's what I'm doing right now. Did a pretty good job of pointing you exactly where you need to go so you don't waste too much time, says Vince. You should try Nye since it's free. Yeah, I think that's on the list of games on our randomizer for $4 game night. It sounds very familiar. Cool soundtrack. I really like this game's aesthetic so far. In between my cool like dress and this really ultra sterile and minimal like space station. Oh, here's the cube, huh? I'm gonna press the X button. Oh, X is this button, but it's not. It's this button. Yeah, it says X because it's supposed to be X, but I rebound it. But the rebind doesn't actually affect the game UI. That's kind of crazy. I don't ever seen it before in my life.
I need a suit.
Yeah, it says X because it defaults to being X, but I changed it to triangle. Walking would be a challenge in Dark Souls, huh? This is boring. You never seen a game that doesn't update the in-game UI for your button binds? I have seen that, but never when it actually shows a picture of the button. Like, normally if it says, like, interact, obviously, then it's like, you know, whatever.
I don't see anything but ice.
It'd be nice if it actually would show what button it was supposed to be.
Nice.
But I appreciate they want to change it.
Trust what we see. This
But when it shows the actual button it's supposed to be,
until about a week ago. No visual cues, no gravitational pull, nothing. Even with the exact coordinates, I nearly missed it.
We're looking for a palace.
Why am I not surprised?
Give it a rest, will you? Can you see any structures on the planet?
oh guys, we saw this in the
You're
trailer.
looking at it. It's all one big structure.
You think I play more games than you,
Flat
Vince?
wide.
Maybe I do. But I actually don't play that many games.
No palace, though.
I only ever play games on
I'm
stream.
guessing it's some corporate state's illegitimate mining project from the
I definitely don't play any
pre-acquisition
modern
rush. That would explain the heavy clouding measures. The planet is most likely depleted of all resources. An empty shell. Hope the old man didn't pay too much for the coordinates.
You have no idea. Just get me down there. I'll go see for myself.
Okay, we're going down onto the planet's surface. Death Stranding, huh? But Dark Souls applies too. Recently, they've finally figured it out, but I feel like every game from like 2010 to 2018 has failed at that. Yeah, I think I mostly played console games in that era. So it was a non-issue for me.
Get off the surface too.
So right now I'm on the surface of the planet. I have to go inside. Look at my dope suit. I also have this cube on my back.
Impressive, really.
Okay. I like her character model a lot.
I'm enabling the suit's assist mode to compensate for your inexperience.
Alright, put him on easy mode for me. I respect that. I can look at this. Interact. Again, it says X, but it means triangle.
There's something here. It must be some sort of release mechanism. Did you hear that? It's definitely doing something.
There's more of them. Oh, look at there's... Yeah, this thing all moved now. That twerk assist mode to be fucking sick, bro. What's up, dog? It's not even real life. Interact with something there. Oh, there this is. Okay. There's a whole mini game in this game, Robib, where it tells me X. I have to remember the X means triangle. I changed the controls all around because I didn't want to have L3 be my crouch button. I I had to, in games I played lately, I have to like literally change all the controls to like balance it so that L3 is not my crouch button. Oh shit! This kind of reminds me of Mega Man Legends a little bit.
Look,
Why does she sound like a Brit but look like she's from another planet?
Too far to jump, though.
The suit will soften your landing if charged
Well, the
sufficiently.
voice actors are from Planet Earth, Stephen Jones.
It will stop you from leaping.
I don't want to shock you, but in a lot of sci-fi media, or maybe even most sci-fi media, the voice actors are actually, although it might take place in outer space, the actors themselves are from planet Earth. So they typically speak some kind of, you know, some kind of earthbound language, oftentimes with an accent relative to where that actor is from. You have to use your imagination if you want to manage some other language. How do I get down there? I see a descend option. There we go. A button. That is the button. That actually is A.
The suit reads your intentions from your synaptic activity and receives commands from your voice or eye movements. A bit archaic, but Foster trusted that suit with his life.
It's my dad's suit.
Cutting edge doesn't go well with space travel. The journey here alone made the suit an antique.
It's not the suit's performance that worries me.
Dude, shut the fuck up, Don. Oops. Suit energy. Cell meter. The suit stores energy in cells. The cell meter visualizes your total capacity and current charge. Massive triangles are charged, and yellow triangles are empty. Okay. Cell cost. The cell cost of any prompted action will be highlighted yellow. If you do not have enough charge for the action, the empty cells will blink yellow. Auto-charging cell. The suit's core cell auto-recharges, harnessing ambient energy. This means that if you wait, you will always have one cell at your disposal. Okay. Resume. Is that going to actually be X? No. It wants to be triangle. No. Resume. Not sure what button I pressed. We should know extraterrestrial and humanoids by now. That'd be kind of cool if we did. Maybe we do. We just don't know it yet. So I think that my crouch is, after all, bound to O button now. Yeah, I changed it all around to be O button instead of L3. Okay, that's fine. Can I drop down here safely? I can. It has a little descent prompt there. Oh, it costs money to do that. I realize that now. So is that what the triangles mean? Actually, I don't know. I listened to that prompt. I read the tutorial and wasn't paying attention. I have two triangles. One is, so maybe I have two max charge. And I only have one actually charged. If you fall too far, it uses a triangle to protect you. Thank you, Vince. Okay, got some exploration happening here. I respect that. Can I jump across here? My cool super suit? Looks like maybe not. Is there like a sprint? I don't know if there is. May just be as fast as I go. There's a bridge right there. It's probably the only bridge. Let's peek. Well, there's actually two bridges. Okay. Is one gonna collapse under me? Oh shit!
Falling apart. It all looks strangely warped.
Strangely warped in
I
what way?
wonder how long it's been here.
A composite like that should last forever, but it all looks ready to crumble.
What does that mean?
It must be ancient.
How ancient? I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah, using space-time and all. Okay, here's a little crouch tutorial. Crouch, press B button. Oh, so that one updated. Just not the drawn assets. Okay, that's cool. This is where I'm supposed to go, up the other direction. Maybe it's just the same thing. But mirrored? I'm into this so far. Atmospherically, for sure. For sure. Obviously, the gameplay still hasn't started yet. We're kind of in the tutorial. We're kind of doing a bunch of cutscenes and laying down the groundwork, narratively. But aesthetically, man, this is pretty cool. I'm not really a big sci-fi geek, but I'm really excited about this game's whole look it has going on, and the world they're trying to create. Okay, what's over here? Sometimes she kind of like has a little tiptoe when she's walking onto like a ledge. Yeah, it's the same thing, just mirrored. It doesn't really matter which way I go, I guess. They give me the illusion of choice. I think it's the same environment both
place
ways.
was made
Well, not
for
exactly.
humans. It's not just a machine mine.
Most digs have a basic infrastructure if human presence should
Not
be
quite the same.
needed. Probably also rudimentary living quarters. Doesn't mean anyone was ever here, though.
Gramps believed the place to be untouched by humans. A palace built by long-lost technology, patiently awaiting its first human inhabitants.
Well,
And you figure this is no more than a bootleg mining operation. Don't you appreciate the contrast?
I generally lean towards plausible explanations. Your grandfather, well, everything he believed in, he made up himself.
I don't know about that. He had the coordinates right.
Look around
shots
you.
fired.
This obviously isn't a palace.
Your man might have gotten some aesthetic details wrong, but he wasn't the kind of person who'd risk everything without some kind of proof.
I really wouldn't get my hopes up.
How do I turn down the volume on the commentary track?
You are overconfident. Immature people often are. You should be
Dude,
taking
shut the
notes
fuck
every
up.
time I open my mouth.
You should be taking notes with your mouth on my dick. Okay, so kind of exploring here a little bit. Get a sense for this game's, you know, atmosphere, environment. I don't think Jimmy Jones. Fuck this dude. Fuck this robotic ass dude. You got no soul, dog. You ain't got no soul. What are you talking to me for? Hurry up, girl. I don't want to run, okay? I'm on a narrow platform. I feel kind of like Samus Aran. You know, I know it's mad sexist for me to say that. But, you know, I'm a fucking, you know, space exploring lady in a, you know, mech suit. Wonk. The voice acting dialogue taking me out of the fantasy, says it, Robin, huh? It's definitely a little bit, I wouldn't mind if it was a little bit less. Very small nitpick on my part. I'm not saying I'm criticizing the game for that necessarily. But I kind of feel like, you know, if they kind of backed off a little bit, let me just kind of take in the environment without all the dialogue, that'd be cool too. Oh. I like the voice acting. It's very high quality voice acting, in my opinion.
Slippery.
But I kind of feel like, you know, the atmosphere could be a little bit more interesting if not for all the dialogue. I think a lot of games fuck that up. But I call that Nathan Drake syndrome, right? Nathan Drake just would not shut the fuck up. If he would shut up for 1 fucking second, the atmosphere could have been way different. No one should ever hear a British accent while exploring this world a little bit, huh? You don't like the accents? I don't like the accents.
What exactly are these structures then? Have you seen others like them since you're such an expert?
I've had my fair share of hauls based on wild speculation. It doesn't matter if it comes from desperate need or delusions of grandeur. There's never anything there but bitter disappointment.
Was this with Foster?
Before Foster.
I got the feeling you two have been together for ages.
I've been crisscrossing the spur for 1,000 years. Foster was with me for 1.5 centuries.
Okay, so this is Foster's friend for quite a long time. Robot friend. Foster is, I think, my character's grandfather, I think? Or maybe not. Because he doesn't have a lot of respect for my grandfather, but he has a lot of respect for Foster. Could just be that, you know, he respects some things and not other things about him. So you guys missed the game's intro. Basically, we're in search of, like, paradise, or, you know, like, you know, this her culture's mythical environment by way of the promised land, you know, heaven, whatever. It's like a cultural myth that I guess her grandfather / Foster had some idea of where to find it. And so something happened where she fucked up his expedition or something. And got in a huge accident and everybody ended up fucking dying except for her. She ended up instead being in some kind of coma for 100 years. And now she's back to finish the job. She has this cube as well, which is somewhat integral. This cube on her back is somehow integral to this whole thing. But the robot doesn't know what to do with it.
If you've only been Foster for 1.5 centuries, you hardly knew him at all. I mean, we've been traveling together for 1 century, and we only just met.
100-year haul is quite the extreme. Foster's longest was 16. I knew him plenty.
He trusted you. And so that I could too. That you would help me.
Foster didn't leave me much choice. You don't mess up a job for your grandfather and then team up with the person you were sent out to get in the first place.
You could have just handed me back.
You really are naive.
I think you're doing this because you believe there's a chance to get your friend back.
You're so caught up in your homemade religion that you're oblivious to common sense. I warned Foster about you resourcefuls. Best not to deal with your kind.
Why did you then? Get involved, I mean.
Foster disagreed. And gold makes for a powerful argument.
Okay, so I'm a resourceful, some kind of sector or group or culture or something. And we have this religion, I guess. I guess Foster wasn't part of that same religion. Well, he was my grandfather, right? So I guess he probably was in some capacity related. And I guess he and this robot were on a mission to rescue me. And they finally grabbed me up. And then this game starts. I wonder if this game is like a sequel to like a novel? Or if it's just meant to be, you know, like the story happens before the game starts. Could be the latter, and as we play, we learn more about, you know, the backstory and how this all came to pass. Money, 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 money. Money! Yeah, gold's a very powerful argument. Looking around. I'm glad I watched this game's trailer and have an idea that this is not actually the way the game actually looks. If I really thought that I was actually playing the game, I would be obsessed with looking around everywhere. But I kind of get the impression that I'm kind of wandering around aimlessly until the game decides to finally start. It seems as though I've kind of had a lot of crossroads, and I've just been picking a path arbitrarily. I think that's what you're supposed to do until the game sort of puts you in a spot where it can start.
There must be a way inside down there. That looks like some kind of landing bay.
It looks like nothing of the sort.
You know, you're nothing like I expected from a friend of Foster's. Such an odd team.
An old rescue vessel from the Requisition and a man without a past. None of our marks knew what hit them. And then we were gone. The stuff we pulled off. You wouldn't believe it.
I believe it. I was one of your jobs.
A thieving rich kid with a gambling problem hardly qualifies. I got the brief.
Speaking of the
Not
brief,
much
this is
of an
definitely an
extraction,
exposition right
really.
here.
No one giving a shit about you where you dug down. Only challenge Foster could see was that your grandfather wanted you to willingly hand back whatever it was you stole from him.
You're wrong
Okay,
about everything.
so Foster's not my grandfather.
Even Foster.
Foster was working for my
I
grandfather.
seriously doubt that I am. He was good, Foster. Always had his eye on the ball. You may think you knew him, that he felt sorry for you, but he would never let that happen. I don't know what went wrong that night, why Foster died, but I'm sure you don't understand much of it either.
Sorry, I didn't mean to threaten your romance.
Cute.
Speaking of romance, so Foster's not my granddad. He's like some kind of space outlaw that worked for me, that was hired by my granddad to basically rescue me from somewhere. So I wonder if maybe, you know, yeah, I guess I really don't understand then how Foster ties into all this. It seems like we're continuing my grandfather's quest to find this paradise. But this robot is working for me because of Foster. I wonder why Foster would want this robot to work for me. Maybe he got suckered in by all of me and my grandfather's religious beliefs or something. What's that, Steve? Women have to stop doing that, says Stevie Jones. Stop doing what? Being mad beautiful? That's just distracting. Come on, ladies. I'll get up sometimes. Please. The romance line. Oh, yeah.
Finally, something.
Here we go. Big vault door, guys. Fallout 6. Pull. Interact button. That's triangle.
It's stuck.
Pull
I
it
need
again.
some force. Does the gun pack any punch?
Gun. Aim and shoot. Cost 1 cell. I only have 1 cell. I guess it recharges, though. Okay, this thing is fucking mad slow. Jesus. Well, that's by design. Again, this isn't too slow. I might want to speed this up a little bit. Can I raise the sensitivity? Let's see here. Settings, please. Setting. Oh, shit. No. Back. Up. I can't go up. I can, but not on the D-pad. The D-pad was rebound. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Let's see here. I want to go to my controller settings. I guess I can't do that in-game. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, there it is. Never mind. Controller settings. Okay. Let's see. Where's my sensitivity? Not keyboard. Let's see here. Traversal, aim, camera. Okay. Game functions, toggle walk. There's no sensitivity options? I thought there was. Did I see them somewhere else? Maybe I didn't see them somewhere else, huh? Here it is. Camera sensitivity. Let's pump it up to like... Right there, probably fine. Okay. Jealous about men having a bond? Insinuate they're gay in jest. Yeah, that'll stop them, says Shiva Jones. Yeah, I think that it's more just because she knew it would get under her skin, and it worked. Okay, this camera's much snappier now. How about the aiming on my gun? Also much snappier. Still pretty slow, that's by design, though. I feel like it's a lot better. Ka-fucking boom!
Wow. I like it.
I'm taking the gun offline to preserve energy.
Come on. Okay, we got some kind of flashlight mechanic. How fast do I crouch? About half speed. Okay, also very Metroid-esque. Got the little in-between hallway. What the fuck? Lots of chairs here. Are you sure?
Damn. Are you getting all this?
I'm with you.
Are you sure that there's no humans here at any point? I have no gun. Took my gun offline. I sure wouldn't mind if there was some lights turned on. This is pretty fucking creepy.
He was right. It all looks completely untouched.
So we found the palace. This is what my grandfather was, claimed was out here, was a palace. And the robot was like, it ain't no palace, dog. It's like a big mining operation. We get inside one of the buildings and we just see very, very, very ornate halls. Lots of places to lounge. Seems like a paradise, I guess. Which kind of would imagine it'd be like, I suppose. Hello? How are you? Have you been all right? Yeah, just a really big, dark, beautiful place. I don't know if it's very long, too, Jones. I would say it's definitely, so far, 1/100th as long as the intro was
You were right about the palace.
The
What's
Last
the
of Part
plan
2.
now?
We get Foster back, and then we leave.
I was hoping for something more specific.
So why do I think Foster's
We're
here?
looking for
Foster
some sort
died.
of apparatus like the one Gramps had.
Would that be the soul sucker?
I'll know it when I see it.
Even if you did find the thing, this place is dead. What mythic technology might be here is now useless.
We
What's up,
just
young
need
Bat
to
Lord?
power her up. Tell her that we're here. I can feel this is going to work out just fine.
Shouting. Press up. Yeah, this is Echo, and you're right, it is kind of Anne Orlando-esque, right? Likewise, we saw a similar environment in Code Vein, and likewise, it's supposed to draw... I feel like Anne Orlando was supposed to sort of draw imagery of, like, a paradise. I think this place, we learned...
There must be some sort of power below the halls.
We learned earlier, young Pat Lord, that in this game's canon, there exists this planet that's kind of like a paradise, or like heaven, I guess. And their culture speaks of it in myth. And this girl's grandfather thought he finally found it and gave us these coordinates. And here we are. We're sort of in this paradise. Yeah, it's supposed to kind of like heaven, I guess. maybe when you die, you go here, right? And they didn't explain that. Basically, her old companion, Foster, apparently he died. And for some reason that hasn't been explained yet, they think they can find him here and bring him back. So maybe it is like heaven. Maybe when you die, you're supposed to go here. I can shout.
Hello?
Not much of a shout.
Hello?
Jason?
Shouting. Is that your plan?
Why not? It's fucking creepy down here, dog. It's creepy and empty. I'd be shouting for sure. Can you imagine if you went to a planet where there was a giant palace untouched by human hands and it was all dark? I'd hella be shouting, dude. Just to have it not be deathly silent. Jason, what's up, Neon? It's like Prometheus to games as a robot. I never did see Prometheus, so I don't know. Is that about finding a palace in space? Yeah, places where you can, like, you know, have like a meeting, looks like. This place is creepy. I can go back up. Well, if I would try to go back up, well, she says something about don't do that. Or is this going to be like the opposite of the other place? No, it's just a little smaller. I can't advance. It's just a dead end. Okay. Just curious. Guys, this game's pretty quiet right now. I'm going to talk over it like a dumbass. I've been playing this game off stream. It's called Watch Dogs Legion. It's pretty fucking good, dude. I think this game might be a little bit underrated. When it came out, I remember the reviews being sort of mixed for it. I'm playing, I think people didn't really get the game the way it's supposed to be understood. I mean, I've been playing it now for like 4 sittings. And it's really quite flabbergasting how good it is. It's not perfect. But it sure is got a lot of cool ideas for a AAA game, that's for sure. This game pretty high budget for an independent game. This again, this developer went out of business, I guess. This is the only game they've ever been credited for. Ultra is the developer of this game. Oh shit! It's just a mirror. Scared the fuck out of me. Good looking mirror though. Quite convincing. They're not always that way in video games. It's like a fucking lucid dream, dude.
These. They look like the stone faces at the gates between the garden terraces. Maybe it's a door of some sort. We called them gatekeepers. They were supposed to make us ponder if we were worthy to pass.
You're not getting through without power, and this place is dead.
Okay, so she recognizes this sculpture. So I guess she's theorizing that this palace was created by some ancient civilization that's related to her culture, which was, they called them what again? The somethings? A nice mirror, man. Fucking nice ass mirror, dog. Gotta find and power this place up. Yeah, this is pretty creepy. In a psychological way. I'm not sure how much this game is like horror. I get the impression it's supposed to be kind of scary, but it's mostly like a stealth action game. But that being said, I mean, the themes are very thought-provoking and unsettling. I'm here for it. The resourceful, thank you, Ace. You're right, yeah, the resourcefuls. So this must be like somehow related to her culture as a resourceful. She recognizes some of these motifs from her home planet, I guess. So it's definitely, you know, a pretty good sign that she's in, you know, the paradise she came looking for, right, Ace? I mean, if she's literally seeing motifs from her home planet, then they're definitely where they want to be. That lends a lot of credence to the fact that, oh, I can jump over there. Lends a lot of credence to the idea that there actually are in some kind of, you know, like heaven or something. I gotta jump down. It's pretty loud. Oh, look at it. I think it used up my meter, like Vince said. I think dropping down there made my little meter yellow. And it's gradually recharging, I think. Let's watch it. Okay, it's filling up. It's going to hit max soon and turn white again in a minute here. Bloop. There you go. Creepy ass heaven, though, yeah. That's the way it should be, though, right? Again, I really like the theme. Heaven should be creepy. Because it's otherworldly. This place was, you know, again, this game's plot is intentionally sort of obscure right now. As the game goes on, it might become more clear what's going on. But they sort of have been saying that, you know, according to legend, this place has never actually had a human population before. It's just like was made by machines. It was made by machines for humans, but never had humans. So it's just, again, it's totally devoid.
Look at that. It's a voice.
It looks like a tuning fork.
Yes, obviously. The resourcefuls call them voices.
Okay.
Strike them and let the true tone interfere to find clarity and enlightenment.
Ah, of course.
Okay, I can strike it. What's going to happen? Enlightenment? Save point?
What does that mean?
The suit detects a pattern to the sound, and the decryption is kicking in.
Okay, so I hit the tuning fork and it was trying to decrypt something? Very unsettling, but quite clever. Again, kudos to the game designers. Okay, so
It's definitely picking up something.
there's a message.
I think they're pieces of a puzzle. We need more of them to find out what it is.
So there's some kind of hidden signal in the voices, and my suit's able to pick up on it and decode it for me. Definitely a pretty slow burn intro, but you know, I watched the game's trailer and there's clearly a very gameplay focused game here, so I'm fine with taking some time to set things up. Not just narratively or in terms of a gameplay tutorial, but also in terms of, you know, like emotionally, kind of making it more of a slow burn. That being said, you know, The Last of Us Part 2, the intro of that game was like, you know, an insane number of hours. It was just a very, very long ordeal. Compiling. Okay. I need more of these tuning forks, dog. Fork me. Fork me up. Fork me up, fam. Oh, no. Hello? Hello? We know that the entire planet is basically one big structure. Is it all just this? I can descend there, but I want more of these forks. Did I miss a fork? I wish I could sprint. Like an Austrian playing Watchdog Legions, but you kind of have like this is kind of like your max normal run in that game. You also have unlimited sprint in that game, so I'm kind of used to just kind of being like, go, 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 go.
That door is different.
Which door? Must be downstairs door? Oh, yeah. You're right, that is different. I'm going to go back up and make sure I didn't miss any of these voices. It could just be that I'm supposed to find more of them as I go on, and then the message will be decoded. But I don't want to risk missing it if it's something optional. I kind of feel as though from a game design perspective, you would want to have at least one full message before I'm supposed to leave the area. But maybe the designers didn't feel the same way. So we have one big middle area here with lots of chandeliers. So it's a pretty simple area. We can do a quick sweep. Okay, we grab this one over here. I feel like I already looked at the area completely, right? There's no way I missed one. Smack like she backhands it. Kind of she's kind of like... A ring-a-ding-ding-ding. A ring-a-ding-ding-dong. Yeah, this area is pretty simple. Yeah. Yeah. Let's wheel it back to the other side and move on. What we got? Anything over here? Anything down here? How about over here? Nope. Okay, we're back at the start. I was just guessing at numbers and figures. Alright, let's go back downstairs. So I must have to find more of these voices as we go. Let's jump down from the ledge and go through this big creepy door. And see if the game actually starts. What's up, Mexican stuff? What kind of game is this? This game is like a stealth, sci-fi stealth game with some horror elements, I believe. We're just in the intro of the game right now. It's pretty interesting. Like, I kind of like the story a lot so far, to be honest, Mexi. Look more, Mexi. Thank you for re-upping the that Nintendo network stuff. I got an email about it. It's got nice graphics, but the actual story's pretty cool.
Mechanism for the door.
And very creepy environment. Ooh. Basically, Mexi, we sort of, the plot of the game is that we ended up finding heaven in outer space, basically. We found a planet that is congruent to this character's culture's depiction of heaven.
Foster is dead. Some things just cannot be undone. Think about it. If you could capture the souls of the dead in a cube and then bring the person back to life, surely it would be a huge industry.
It's not like that. I know for a fact that he's in there.
I have wondered how you came to believe that, but I doubt that I'll agree with your reasoning. You resourcefuls are too far removed from reality to make sense. You've seen nothing but the bought and paid for fairy tale designed by your grandfather.
Well, the reality of my fairy tale upbringing was that it was all about this place. No, even before that, my genes. Graham spent centuries creating his resourcefuls, carefully picking potential from the gene pool.
What?
We were created to come here, and this feels very real to me.
Okay, that's quite a revelation there. So her Gramps is not necessarily her grandfather per se. It's just a name of honor that her kind give to their, essentially their intelligent creator, Gramps. There's a sprint. That might be a synergy you get. Maybe you're right, Vince. I might unlock that later. This would be a sick Resident Evil mansion. Yeah, so basically, Mexi, we found a planet, and the whole planet is one big building. There's no natural planet left. It's just a giant building of a planet. And we got inside, and it looks like this. It's like, again, it's her culture's heaven that they've been looking for a long time. They finally found it, and it's just totally empty. It's just an empty, giant planet-sized castle. It's very unsettling, which is cool. I'm really here for it. So I decided to ignore the prompt to go look at that thing to open the door. Maybe the game's gonna let me advance anyway. Maybe I'm supposed to be like, oh, I need to power up this thing to open the door. I need to tap into the Soul Cube market, huh? So yeah, I'm starting to understand now that Foster, she thinks he's in this cube on her back. And they're bringing him here to use the soul extraction machine that's here to put him in a new body, basically. So that's kind of the plot of the game, I guess. Is we're here to bring Foster back to life or something. I'd move all my crap and host retro game tournaments. That'd be nice, dude. That'd be nice. I feel kind of bad if you're like, hey, where's the bathroom? And getting lost, dude. That'd be fucking scary as hell. The place all looks the same. It's probably mad easy to get lost here. If I descend, I can't come back. I'm just gonna do it. That sound is so fucking loud. I've mentioned that too, Mexi. It's kind of Dead Space-esque. The camera angle, her suit, the movement speed. I think this game's probably inspired by Dead Space in some capacity. Although Dead Space itself was inspired by Resident Evil 4, right? So maybe it's unfair to call it Dead Space-esque. Maybe more fair to call it Resident Evil 4-esque. But for sure, aesthetically, it kind of reminds me of Dead Space. You know, exploring a big space station. Powered armor. You know, I mentioned earlier it's kind of like Metroid thematically as well. I mentioned that could be problematic though, because maybe I'm just saying that because it's sci-fi with a female protagonist in a spacesuit.
Now, these I know. We had rings exactly like them in the gardens.
The suit detects a small gravity charge inside the scepter.
Perhaps it can power the big door. The pedestal looks like the activation mechanism.
Okay, more switches. I totally ignored the last switch, and the game didn't stop me. So I presume that if I'd gone back to the last switch, it would have been like, oh, it doesn't work. We gotta go somewhere else to make it work. What if I skip this one? What happens? I just want to see if she's ever gonna go, gotta go back, dude, like an invisible wall style. But maybe she won't. I mean, at some point I have to use one of these switches to open a door, you would think. I have to go to advance. This might be that moment. Okay. Yeah. Closed doors here, closed doors there. Closed doors everywhere. Until I press a switch. Boop, 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 be doop, boop, 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 be doop, boop, boop. It kind of makes sense canonically there'd be no sprint, since there's no danger yet. Perhaps once the danger kicks in, we'll start to be able to sprint. That being said, I'd be sprinting anyways, dude, because this place is fucking creepy. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here ASAP. She seems unbothered, though. I have a scepter. Oh. So I need the scepter for the switch back here that I couldn't activate before, but I can't go back, right? Who says... That's got gravity charge in it, though. Who says you can't go back? Ugh. I don't like... I find the game's atmosphere very creepy. Insofar as this... Can I jump up here now like the scepter? No. They have this design to the environment where you have to always jump down, you can't go back. Right? And it's kind of, you know, very nightmarish that way. By design or otherwise. So I have a scepter now.
Just out of curiosity, what's the higher meaning of keeping scepters displayed inside huge rings made of gold? It does seem a bit much, even if you are filthy rich.
The rings were not for show. They are part of our training.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, and you do what exactly? Step inside and feel wealthy?
Not quite. The rings spin up, and the challenge is to get out in one piece. At first, staying in there is the only sane thing to do. But as the hunger comes, the rhythm of the spinning starts to sink in.
Yeah.
At some point, you realize that starving eats away at your chance of making it out. Then the leap. No, wait too long.
Right. You almost had me going there for a while.
So, she mentioned that she's basically of a species of clones. So maybe it's reasonable to assume that, you know, if they don't make it out of this challenge with the spinning rings, then that's whatever. They failed the test, right? This is one less clone. Poop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. Don't know where the game wants me to go. I kind of presume it wanted me to go back to that other door I couldn't open, but I can't jump back up there. Let me go make sure I don't have to interact with this again.
You were heading for the big door. Perhaps I should pin it to your HUD.
Thanks, man, but I can't go back that way. Oh, I can jump down from up here. Oh, okay, I see. Thanks, whatever your name is. I have to go up before I can go down. It's a poo-sleigh. Okay. Yeah, so from here I can jump down and I'll land where I want to be, I guess. Aha, I was a fool. Okay. Got a little distance marker too. Let's plug this thing in and turn the power on.
By the way, I don't know if you noticed that there were no other exits from this pit than the big door. How I hope the scepter will magically make it open.
It will work.
Must be nice always feeling that the world will act in your favor. It doesn't, though. My guess is that you will learn this
It's gonna
momentarily.
be fine, Robot Man. Relax. Have faith, dude, like fucking George Michaels. Place key.
Now, Let's see.
Oh shit, this shit's pre-rendered as fuck.
Nothing. What a shock. Looks like you might be joining Foster after all, just not the way you imagined.
Let me find you this shit. Give it a
What
little smack.
Grant did to hundreds of resourcefuls for this? I saw it the day I came to you. The subject lies down on a marble surface with a strange silver pattern. And the silver unfolds, pierces the skin, and slithers inside.
The fuck?
In about half an hour, it consumes everything. All that remains is an empty slab of marble and a newly formed cube.
No.
He called it the translation. The flesh and the soul shall enter the palace through separate doors. We said it 1,000 times, never realizing. I didn't catch Foster's soul in a magical cube. He was dying, and I translated him.
You killed him.
Oh.
The fact that your grandfather did unspeakable things doesn't prove he was right. That Foster can come back, that's insane.
It was the only chance we had, and believe me, I'm good at chances. I gamble for a living, remember?
I remember.
That's how I stayed alive all these years after leaving the gardens.
Well, this time it didn't pan out. Look at you now.
You think I'm giving up?
Oh, it took a minute. It's like booting Windows 10 off of a hard drive. Okay, a little another time for some more exposition. So up to this point, the robot did not know why she presumed that Foster was inside the cube. She just told him why, right, for the first time. Because she essentially killed his friend.
Do you see that? The dim glow.
The activation of the door must have triggered a chemiluminescent. Not uncommon for evacuation purposes.
Pretty cool, lighting-wise, I mean. Yeah, so basically Foster was dying, and she, translated him into this cube to save his life. It's all good until updating Windows 10 off a hard drive and you lose 2 hours of the day. It's so annoying, Mexi. It's so goddamn annoying. Never use Windows 10 to the hard drive, guys. Don't be like me. Okay, we finally got some light in here. Oh my god. Oh, that's a long-ass hallway, dog. Let me sprint. Blues. Blues. Sprint blues. So we activated one door. That's cool. Well, talk to me, robot. I'm saying, dude, blues. Blues on my sprint, blues, Shiva Jones, blues. Look how long this hallway is.
This place is huge.
You
This
ain't kidding.
hallway alone could easily house all the resourcefuls that ever were.
You finding anything here without coordinates would be a miracle. I compared the quarters you're in now with the overall structure of the planet.
Yeah.
The palace is everywhere, all the way to the core. Huge sectors separated by the outside structures you were in.
Okay. This place is fucking huge. And like this robot voice said, I have no idea where to go. I ain't got no coordinates. I gotta go somewhere. I never played a game that gave me this sensation before. You know what I mean? Like, it's definitely interesting thematically. Right? You're in this giant... It's very sci-fi, right? We're in this giant, beautiful structure. It has no rhyme or reason to its, construction that I can deduce yet. And I don't know where I gotta go. But I gotta go somewhere. And I presume that the game is going to... I mentioned this earlier, right? In the start of the intro. That I think this game has a design where if I go anywhere, the plot will progress. It's not a certain place I have to go, literally. It's just, you know, diegetically, yes, I have to go to a certain place. But programmatically speaking, I can probably just go to any number of places and the game will progress. Like the game's actual triggers are like on some kind of loop. So I'm just kind of wandering around. I probably have to go downstairs if I had to guess. You know, there's like a place I can jump. It seems as though jumping in general is kind of how you advance the plot. You cannot go back that way. Maybe I'm really overthinking this and it really is just a giant structure. There's no way though. That wouldn't make any sense. Right here. We gotta jump down here. We have no other choice. It's gonna loop forever otherwise. Hup. Okay. Where does this go? Hey,
I'm getting some local increases in energy emission.
Know what it is?
Can't tell. It's not radiation. One of them is close to your location. I'll pin it to your HUD.
Thanks, man. You're a G. I want to use the elevator. Come on. I wonder if I'm going to get a map at some point. Again, I really feel as though, from a game design perspective, there's no way the map can be this huge. I think it just must loop. Which kind of makes sense. But what kind of confuses me is that how do they handle these voices then, these tuning forks? Like, would that same tuning fork have been everywhere I could have gone? And if so, you know, are there more than one of them, or is it just that same tuning fork no matter where I go? Thanks for the subdicts. I wrote an essay in disapproval of the last game, so I want to be nothing but positive this time, says Shiva Jones, though. I'm pretty positive with the game so far. I'm trying to be patient with it, but even if I wasn't trying to be patient with it, I think that it's got a lot of merit. For a tutorial, it could be a lot more boring. I do kind of wish that there was more going on by this point, from a gameplay perspective. But I also appreciate that, unlike many games, where the boredom is just by virtue of, you know, a lack of forethought by the developers. In this case, I do believe that it's part of the game's intentional atmosphere building. It is...
I've got to give it to him, the old man.
They're really trying to convey...
This place is spectacular.
Nothing but an infinite palace would suffice for you resourcefuls.
I wish you'd stop calling me a resourceful.
It's what you are.
I had the training, but I never bought into Gramps' vision. I never wanted any of this.
Yet here you are.
I was 6 the first time I ran away.
This game's way handles exposition's kind of funny.
To see what was beyond the gardens. When I finally reached the wall, Gramps was there waiting for me. There's nothing out there but people living like animals, fighting to please their immediate needs and desires. They have no ambition, no perspective. Why fight to get the best out of the little time you have on Earth when you could be fighting to have much more? He went on about the wonders of the palace, but he had already...
So her entire species was created to find this
All I could hear was
place.
the blood rushing in my veins. I wanted that. To fight for the here and now. I decided that I would do whatever it took to make that happen. So I went back with him, to follow the training, figuring I'd need it to get away. And I was good. He called me his prize. Before the turn, I ran. Just shy of
It's like she's talking to her
15.
fucking therapist.
I've been out for 7 years now. Not really what you'd call a running away from home excursion.
Not really, no.
London, you've got to believe me. Foster was a bloody mess and wouldn't have made it out alive. None of us would if I tried to escape with him like that.
He gave you the lighter, so he must have wanted me to take you here. But he would never buy into your grandfather's delusions. It's so far-fetched it almost makes me sick.
Like I was saying, this game's, although the intro's kind of boring gameplay-wise, like, unlike a lot of games, I think it's by design to really sell you on the atmosphere before the game actually starts. And I'm pretty sold on the game's atmosphere, so it's kind of working that way, right? I kind of feel like atmospherically, the game is pretty well set up. The Panders? Aw, Panders, you're my prize, dog. Nice little dancing hamster emoji. Could have been 50 if it wasn't for the infamous bandit El Jefe, huh? Dude, fuck that guy. This game's from 2017, yeah, Dix. How's your weekend, Dix? Hopefully fucking great. I might have already asked. I'm not sure if you ever answered. And I must know. I must know. Mine was cool, but again, I didn't sleep on Saturday like a dumbass. I stayed up all night. I very rarely, very, very rarely play games off stream. I'm usually too damn busy with the stream. In this case, I couldn't resist and played Watch Dogs Legion, and I couldn't put it down. I played it for a very long sitting. I didn't sleep that night. That was both usual statistics, huh? Fucking mad swell. That's just mad swell. I like the graphics and the voice acting. Yeah, the graphics are quite pretty. Voice acting is solid, although maybe a little bit, I kind of feel like, London, the robot, he's a little bit overacting. He has to be very, very contemptuous. But that's fine. But overall, I mean, the exposition's a little bit unnatural. Kind of feels like they want to tell you everything, which is cool. That's fine. Set it up now, I guess. I can suspend my disbelief and believe that they're talking this way just to, get the plot in me fast. I get the impression already, though, right? Like, the plot is that Gramps is a villain. He wanted eternal life. He found out about this place that could, essentially give you eternal life. So he created these clones to find it, right? He made like an army of clones to fulfill his own ambition of finding paradise so that he could have eternal life. I kind of feel like that's going to be the plot. And, of course, our main character here, whatever her name is, she,
Is that a throne?
I guess. Oh, shit.
Look.
She was one of the rebellious ones of this species that Gramps made. But here she is anyway. She was the only one that was, able to find this place after all. Well, now I'm trapped. Hello?
This must be it.
I don't know if this must be it. This place could have all kinds of crazy shit. What else he did with his clones, huh? M. Bison doll type-ish. Probably, Ace. I mean, this place has crazy technology. We know there's like a soul-sucking machine. But we don't know that's all there is. Who knows what this shit is up here? Could be the goddamn power switch. Hello?